In my last video, I talked about how you can start investing in your 20s, especially when you don't have a lot of money. In today's video, we're going to go a little deeper. I'm going to share with you 5 investments that you can consider as someone who wants to start investing, someone who's already investing in their 20s. I'm a 20-something-year-old woman who is dedicated to sharing meaningful lessons for people like me who are looking to live a holistic life, a life where every area of our lives is nurtured and flourishing. And in today's video, this 20-something-year-old woman is going to tell you how you can start investing in specific type of investments as someone who is in the 20s and wants to build wealth. I am a 20-something-year-old woman who does not believe that you need $1 million before you can start investing, and in fact believes that it's your $100 that can actually help you get $1 million. If you believe, say a louder amen. Amen. In this video, I'm going to personally share with you my journey on how I started investing with as little as $5 in 2020. Yes, imagine what $5 can actually be today, like what it's worth today. That is 2025 at the time I'm recording this video. Just like 5 years later, as I said, you should say amen. So it's not about just where you put your money, but it's also about understanding why you're putting your money there, why you are even investing, and what investing or where your money actually means to you. So let's get into 5 investments that you can consider as someone who is in your 20s. The first one is individual stocks. Now, when it comes to stocks is something that people do not really understand, or they don't understand the concept. What do you mean I'm buying stocks? What does it mean? So in summary, a stock is like a share. You're buying a piece of a company. So let's say you're buying a stock now. What it means to invest in stock markets or to buy a stock is I am going to Apple or Google or mention any very big company. If you're in Nigeria, like MTN, and you're saying, MTN, I want a piece of your company for 5,000 naira or for $5. And I want to invest in your company, and probably in the next 5 years, I want to withdraw some amount of money from there. Now, you need to understand that stocks is a very high risk, very high risk investment, because you're putting your money into a business that you're not even the CEO. You're not working there. Even if you're working there, you're not a key decision maker. So if this company says, oh, um, we're not really selling markets like that again, we're not able to generate a lot of money, meaning that your money can actually fall back. But it's also a very good investment to consider someone in your 20s. And I'm going to tell you why. The first reason is that it has high growth potential. If you invest in stocks now and it's a good stock that you're buying, trust me, in the next 5-10 years, you should see at least more than 20% return if it's a very good stock and you're very good at it. So before you start investing in stocks, I need you to go read further or check out more financial notes and classes on that. I personally paid someone to teach me about the stock market. I joined a community where they were talking about stocks. That's how I gained a lot of knowledge. Although I did a lot of like podcast listening, YouTube video watch and stuff. Let me bust your head. The first stock I invested in my life, in my life ever, was I think it was just $7, and it was ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil, yes, just seven. It's very small. Seven. I don't know how much it is right now because I do not like to track the stock market because it gives me like high blood pressure. But that was like the first time that I ever invested in stock, and I invested in ExxonMobil because I believed so much in the oil sector and I did my research on oil. So it's a very good investment for you to consider as someone in your 20s who is looking to build wealth. But if you're someone who wants to invest in stocks or trade stocks, you need to be very patient. You need to learn how to read company news. You need to know what it means for a company to, be profitable. You need to know what it means that, this company see, for example, if you see a financial report now that XYZ company raised $2 million, just because of they raised $2 million in investment funds doesn't mean that the company has $2 million in their bank account that you can benefit from as a stock investor in that company. You need to know the difference between, a company generated $10 million or 10 million naira as their annual revenue. That doesn't mean that that company is worth $10 million or they have $10 million that you can benefit from as an investor. So how do you start investing in stocks as a Nigerian? If you're Nigerian watching this video, you can start with Bamboo. I personally use Bamboo. You can start with RiseVest. I have talked about RiseVest a lot. I think they need to actually sign me as an ambassador right now. You can check out the link to these platforms in the description or the pinned comment of this video. The next one is ETFs, which ETFs are exchange traded funds. So ETFs is like you are buying a collective investment. What is an ETF? I do not know what an ETF is, but I want to buy an ETF. The person tells you, oh, an ETF is bring your money and we have this pool or this bucket of different investments that are related. So when you put your money here, when these investments make money, we give you a share based on the amount of money you're putting into. or based on the performance of the business. So instead of buying individual stocks, like you're buying Google, you're buying Apple, or you're buying whatever you're buying individually, basically what you're doing is that, or let's say I am someone who has an ETF company or an ETF stock, instead of you buying Apple and when Apple falls, you lose your $10, or when Google falls, you lose your $20. I will collect Apple, Google, Metal, Nvidia, all these big tech companies and put all of them inside a bucket. And then I'll tell you, okay, give me your $10 right now. If when all these companies perform, I will do my analysis and then you get money from there. So remember to always do your research. As I said, it's safer, it's cheaper, and sometimes actually more profitable than actually buying individual stocks. Because if I have this bucket that has all these big tech companies inside, and then Apple should mess up or Google should not perform well, and then I still have Meta, I still have um, Tesla, I still have Nvidia inside that same bucket. Apple and Google has messed up, but then I still have other things to make money from. That is the beauty of ETFs. I personally invest in ETFs. It is safer and it is cheaper. And trust me, my ETFs have actually made me more money than individual stocks. You can actually buy an ETF for $10, and then every time you see money, just convert it. If you're Nigerian, convert it to dollars and put the money there. Some ETFs even pay dividends. Where can you also invest in ETFs? Personally, I use Bamboo. I'll say that again. Check out Bamboo through the link in the description. Please support my career by using my link. The third one, which is probably like the sweetest of all, is mutual funds. Mutual funds are the second thing I ever invested my money into in my life. I met this person who, one of the reasons why he doesn't invest is because he's afraid of his money going down, his capital reducing. And I'm like, which investment does not fluctuate? There is no investment in this life that doesn't have on and off. Even your life has on and off. But the point of what I'm trying to tell you is that it's very safe. It's very safe. It is assured. Your capital is not going to go down. That's the beautiful thing about mutual funds. They don't touch your capital. If you put 5,000 naira, even if it doesn't perform well, your 5,000 naira is not going anywhere. If you put $5 in mutual funds, it's not going anywhere. The fourth investment that you should consider someone in your 20s is gold. Go and buy gold. Stop buying cheap jewelry. Go and buy gold. Start learning more about how gold investment works, because I've been seeing a lot of the people I know. A lot of my friends currently have gold jewelries, and I realized that gold is not even that expensive. Like, it's expensive, but it's not that expensive that you cannot get it. So as a Nigerian, when somebody talks about, oh, I have gold, they think, oh my God, it's like 1 million naira and above. But what if I told you that you can actually buy gold for 200k, 300k? It's expensive, but if you think about it, it's not that expensive like that. It's doable. That's what I'm trying to say. So gold is something that you need to consider, because it is one piece of investment that you're sure it must. The only time your gold will not perform well is if the gold market is not going well at the time you want to sell it, but it's still your gold. That's how crazy gold is. Gold has been a source of wealth for thousands of years. That's the surest bet. Please go and buy from original dealers. I don't know any original, like someone I can recommend, so I can't say. So it's something that you can do. It's something you can, if you save money and you get like 200,000, just go and buy the piece of, even if it's a gold necklace. If you cannot buy gold, like a piece of jewelry, because you don't know where to keep it, go and buy gold ETFs. But I don't know about gold ETFs that much. I know about the piece of jewelry better. So it's just something that it's easy for you to sell off. It's something that people are really interested in. And if you have a good seller or something, you can make a lot of money. So, and then number 5, which is I think my favorite before mutual funds, is investing in yourself. Invest in your life, invest in your skills. It is the biggest investment you can have as someone who is 20 something. Go and invest in your life. Your life doesn't end at 29. You have like 40. If you're going to reach 40 years, what's going to kill you? You're going to reach 40 years, you're going to reach 35. And it's funny how a lot of things you find pleasurable right now in your 20s are not going to make sense the moment you turn 30. Probably when you're even 29, you'll not find a lot of things fanciful anymore. So invest in your life. Start a business, start a career, get a skill, get a fucking job. Invest in yourself, because that is the only, of all these investment I mentioned, the only thing that can give you 100% ROI is your life. If you invest in yourself, invest in your skills. If you don't like your life, I said this like 1 billion times in my content. You don't like your life, please go and change it. Stop complaining. Oh my God, I don't like my life. But you're not but you're not doing anything about it. God, I've talked too much in this video. Oh, I said I was going to say this. I forgot. But when I invested $5, the first thing I bought in my life was Bitcoin with $5 in 2020 on Binance or Binance. And I later withdrew the money, but just know that it was like, oh my God, I could actually do this. And I did it out of curiosity. I've always been this girl that I like to test different things. I don't think there's anything in this that I have not tried. Start small, be consistent, and please stop thinking that your money is going to grow the next day. Nothing in life grows the next day. Even plants don't grow the next day. So take your time, think about these things, research, and let me know in the comments which of these investments you're already investing in and one you're already considering. And if you like this video, please share it with a friend. Don't be stingy. Share it with a friend, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.